All right, let's be honest. Recent times in WWE hasn't been its best era. You've got wrestlers being released left and right. You got poor booking. And you also got lack of exciting storylines. How's it going, everybody? My name is Chris and I'm with Heel vs. Face. In today's video, we are going to talk about how the WWE should handle the upcoming draft. Now, first things first, if you are joining us here today, we thank you very, very much. If you're enjoying the content that we've been dropping so far, you can follow us on Instagram at heel_versus_face. We also are on Twitter. And if you're enjoying the content you've seen so far here on YouTube, just make sure to drop a little subscribe and a little like below. Show a little share, show a little appreciation, and let's get going. Number 1, send Drew McIntyre to SmackDown. Now, this may be an audacious move, but to save one of WWE's biggest assets right now, I think it needs to be done. Now, Drew McIntyre has done so much on Raw, from being the face of the brand and putting over the likes like Lashley and Damian Priest. It may seem like the Scottish Warrior's time may be up on Raw. Now, a move to SmackDown opens up possibilities of fresh matches and big-time feuds with Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. There's even a chance Drew could capture the Universal title if booked properly. Friday nights could do with someone like McIntyre on their side. Number 2, build SmackDown's tag team division. Now, the recent tag team turmoil on Raw showed that they can hold their own when it comes to tag team wrestling. The same cannot be said for the Blue brand. Now, the Usos may be the only legit tag team on SmackDown, with the booking of Street Profits not being what it was on the early days on the main roster. Building a credible tag team division isn't even that much of a task. And quite frankly, SmackDown may be the show where the division could flourish. Adding the likes of Ali and Mansoor, the Viking Raiders, or even bringing back Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander, it will surely elevate the tag team scene on Friday nights. Now, coming at number 3, stack Raw's main event scene, where they may have a chance to reverse the damage somewhat in the upcoming draft. Now, guaranteed a single draft cannot fix everything wrong with WWE at the moment at its core, but it does provide some hope, and it's a good start. Let's take a look at how the WWE should book the upcoming draft and freshen up its product. Now, ever since Lashley became WWE champion, there seems to be a lack of credible challengers for him to face on Raw. Yes, Randy Orton is slated to face him at Extreme Rules, but can you really see him overcoming Lashley at the pay-per-view? I think not. Maybe Goldberg do what he does best at WWE Crown Jewel and beat Lashley. But that's not long-term booking. Some people need to be brought up on SmackDown to stack Raw's stale main event scene. It could be Finn Balor, face Seth Rollins, Edge, or even Cesaro, which can be seen as posed as a credible threat to Lashley's dominance on Raw. More than one of these wrestlers should be drafted on Raw to awaken the main event scene. At number 4, freshen up the women's division. Yes, Becky Lynch moved to SmackDown without any draft, but it seems that the women's division on both brands could use a bit of change. Asuka will be a welcome addition to SmackDown, or Alexa Bliss, who can play all the mind games on Friday nights. Even Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch would be pure gold if booked properly. On Raw's side of the things, Bianca Belair could play the perfect face role for Charlotte Flair in what could be an emotionally driven feud. Carmella could shine under the red lights of Monday Night Raw as well, while Sasha Banks could thicken up the title scene and even elevate anyone she feuds with. WWE Women's Division has been its strongest point over the years, and a good draft could continue that trend. At moment number 5, move the mid-card champions. King Nakamura seems to be getting quite the push, especially being put with Rick Boogs. He's won the Intercontinental Championship and even took the crown from Baron Corbin, who's now known as Happy Corbin, which I'm kind of quite pleased about right now. We could see Nakamura versus AJ Styles if he's not drafted, or maybe even against Sheamus. The only thing is, there's a major lack of heels on Raw, and that has to change. Now, another way to freshen up things for the WWE is they could move their mid-card champions. While Priest is growing on Raw, it could be argued that he'd had better matches and better feuds if he were to be on SmackDown. Whatever the case, it seems that both the Intercontinental and US champions could do a change of scenery and take the next big steps in their career. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank you once again for joining us here at Heels vs. Face. Now, be sure to like and subscribe if you are enjoying the content. And if you want to follow my personal stuff, you can follow me at Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok at Endgame Ashes. Once again, thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you in the next one.